Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be a message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I heard that somebody's going to receive some bad news out here. And I feel like that whoever this is going to receive some bad news. They probably are going to cause a scene. So I feel like somebody, just needs to, like get prepared, for whoever this is. It's going to receive some bad news that's going to cause a scene out here. So let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. Holy Spirit. We got the made up card out here. Somebody's first word or last name could start with a R, a Y, a K, a N, a U, a V, a S, a H, a X. I don't know. There could be a lot of people involved out here. I don't know. Somebody, could cause a, could receive some bad news. And they could want to cause a scene about, something, that was made up. Or, somebody, people could be finding out that somebody made up something. But this is also, too, like somebody making up with somebody. So maybe that could be why somebody, could want to cause a scene, So they could receive some bad news, that two people, made up. This could be friends, family members. This could be lovers. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Somebody definitely, didn't trust their intuition out here. So I don't know, if like somebody, made up with somebody, but they just didn't trust their intuition when it comes to, like making up with somebody. Or like somebody just didn't trust their intuition, when they made up something, like some information or something like that. Somebody definitely, could be trying to block somebody's intuition as well. So maybe, that's why, somebody, could be mad because, they thought that they blocked somebody's intuition, but like they really didn't block somebody's intuition out here. But somebody doesn't see something coming out here. So it could be the bad news. We got the dirty deeds card at the bottom of the deck. So somebody did something dirty out here. For sure. So somebody, they could be receiving some type of consequences, for like doing something dirty. Or they could have done somebody dirty. Yeah, somebody's about to learn a lesson out here. Wow. This is also, too, the inside job card. So somebody, could find out about some type of inside job. There definitely is somebody, that didn't trust their intuition. And I feel like that they're about to learn a lesson, when it comes to, like not trusting their intuition, or when it comes to, like not having, like the information, when it comes to, like not really knowing something, or, and like going, like towards it anyway. I always use the example, of, there's a burning house or a burning building, and so, like somebody, like alerts somebody, like to the burning building. But whoever this is, yeah, of course everybody knows, that, yeah, like a burning building, if you go in the burning building, you're going to burn up, but yeah, like somebody, they don't trust, somebody's intuition. They don't trust their own intuition, or, they don't trust, like what they're hearing, and so, yeah, they insist on going into the burning building, and then, yeah, like they get trapped, or, yeah, like they burn up. So, maybe somebody, just didn't listen. This is like, like somebody, like, like not taking, like some type of advice seriously, or, yeah, like this could be, like somebody not trusting the advice, from, like the person, that gave the advice, but it could be trusted advice, but they chose not to listen to it. And now, yeah, they could be receiving some bad news. Why is this made up here? The LGBTQ card came out. So somebody, could have made up a story, and it could have something to do, with somebody's sexuality out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have made up, that somebody was bisexual, or somebody, could be bisexual. Give me another one, please. It came right back out. I put it back and it came right back out. So, I mean, somebody, could be a part of the LGBTQ community. But with this, like made up card, somebody, could have made something up out here. Or maybe there's somebody, that made up with somebody, So maybe somebody, doesn't know that somebody, yeah, like is bisexual or is gay or is lesbian or something like that. But it's also giving me too, like if somebody, was hiding their sexuality, yeah, like they don't see it coming to where, yeah, like people are going to know, that, yeah, like they're gay, they're bisexual, they're lesbian. We got March, so March could be significant. So something, could have taken place in March. Somebody's first, mother, last name could start with an S or a C. Is March Pride Month? Something about, yeah, like somebody's pride and ego. Why this? Don't see this coming here. Ooh, we got nervous. So I feel like that something, could take place to where, like somebody, could be in this nervous energy out here. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody not trusting their intuition. So I feel like that, like somebody, yeah, they could receive some information. Maybe that's the bad news that somebody's going to receive. Or maybe there's somebody, that wants somebody, to, yeah, like receive some bad news so they could, like cause a big scene. I feel like if somebody receives some information, I just feel like that somebody needs to stay calm out here, But I feel like that there is somebody, that, yeah, like they could be nervous. And it could have something to do, with like them making up something, or, like they could be nervous about, like something getting out. So this could be like some information. But we got the nut card in the reverse. This is like something, that, yeah, like can't be fixed. So yeah, what was done can't be undone out here. This is also too, like, yeah, like my crazy card, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like the, yeah, like if somebody's, like intuition was alerting them to something, I feel like the, yeah, somebody's not crazy. Or if there were people, that were trying to make somebody feel like that they were crazy, yeah, somebody's not crazy. Somebody's perfectly sane out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to learn a lesson that, yeah, like something is unrepairable out here. Somebody's first, mother, last name could start with an N. Somebody could also, yeah, be nervous because, yeah, like something can't be fixed out here. Or they're nervous, so somebody, could be trying to, like, yeah, like clean up, like the mess. But, like the mess that they made, yeah, like it's too big to clean up. Mm. Somebody definitely, could be, like messing with somebody's, like car, like trying to vandalize somebody's car, trying to, like untighten the lug nuts, on somebody's car to cause somebody, to have an accident. So somebody just needs to, be aware and use caution. Why is this LGBTQ community here? We got a King of Wands, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So I don't know, somebody, made up a story, But I really feel like that somebody, could find out, that, yeah, like somebody, they like the same sex in some way, shape, form, or fashion out here. Mm-hmm. Wow. It could be the person, that, yeah, like made up something. So this is like, like somebody, they don't want the heat to be on them. So then, they'll say, that, no, it's them. They're the one, that stole the cookie out of the cookie jar. No, it's them. They're the one, yeah, to, like get the heat off of them. Mm-hmm. But I really feel like yeah, like somebody, yeah, could feel a certain type of way, especially, when like they, receive some type of information. But somebody definitely is waiting for something out here. Mm-hmm. Ooh. We got the Queen of Wands, so there's a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. So the King of Wands and Queen of Wands is a match out here. Mm. Why is this person nervous? We got the Fool. Somebody, could be nervous, about, yeah, like starting over out here. Mm. Wow. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, that thinks that, yeah, like somebody is a fool out here. And I really feel like that, yeah, somebody's about to find out that, yeah, like somebody's not a fool. I don't know, yeah, going back to, yeah, like somebody, thinking that somebody's crazy. Yeah, like somebody's not crazy out here. I don't know. But I feel like that when it comes to, like this Fool, because the Fool is like, like, yeah, like a new beginning, fresh start, I feel like that, yeah, like there is some type of new beginning or some type of fresh start for somebody, because we have the Nine of Cups. So this is like wish fulfillment out here. So I feel like that, I mean, there could be somebody, that could be, like nervous, like to take some type of leap of faith out here. But I really feel like that, if somebody is being urged to take some type of leap of faith, I feel like that, yeah, like somebody just needs to, like take the leap of faith, and yeah, like trust the process, because it has something to do with somebody's wishes being fulfilled out here. Mm-hmm. Yep, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Independent. Do you know what that means? Mm-hmm. So somebody, could be about to learn a lesson, and it has something to do, with like independence out here. Something about, yeah, like, I don't know. It's giving me, yeah, like somebody, like that's codependent out here. Somebody, yeah, they could just be codependent, yeah, like on other people. But we got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, so Gemini energy. So something about, yeah, some lovers, some gay lovers. I don't know. For somebody else, somebody, could find out some information that, one, can make them nervous, but two, it's kind of like, yeah, like, what the hell? Yeah, there could be a little birdie, because y'all see how that bird, it looks like that, like she's talking to the bird. So it's something about, yeah, like, somebody, like receiving, like, yeah, like some type of message. This could be a spiritual message. somebody, could have already received, like some type of spiritual message, and maybe, people were like, oh, you're crazy. Or, like maybe somebody, thought that, like they, like were crazy. Why, would this be true, So, this is a weird ass message. So something weird, could be going on. Somebody, just feels, like, something, like, maybe somebody, feels like, that there's some information that's missing. Maybe that's what somebody, is going to find out, the missing information. But there definitely, could be somebody, that could be sending somebody the evil eye out here. So it's kind of like, with this evil eye and this intuition card being like off, this is like somebody not really knowing, like, like that they're sending the evil eye by their words and their actions out here. But somebody definitely, has a psychic ability out here, and somebody definitely, needs to trust their intuition. So there is somebody or some people that don't want somebody, to trust their intuition out here. They want somebody to be nervous. But it's something about, somebody, in some type of trouble out here, or somebody, like causing trouble when it comes to, like some type of accusations out here. What's the saying? Jump out of the pot into the frying pan. Wow. So somebody's in trouble out here for sure. Yeah, we got that bird. There goes that bird. So there could be, like a bird, that could be perched somewhere, like around somebody's house. It could come, like to somebody all the time. This definitely, could be an ancestor. But somebody definitely, could be nervous. They could be waiting, like for some type of news out here. Yeah. Somebody, could be waiting, like for a package. Somebody could be waiting for, like a letter. Wow. We got the 4-leaf clover at the bottom of the deck, and there's a clover on this card. Something about clovers are significant. You could be seeing, like a lot of clovers. But somebody, could be waiting for some type of news of somebody, like receiving some type of fortune out here. And then we got the bread card. Yeah, a period of prosperity and abundance. So I don't know. There could be some type of, discord among family and friends out here. So something about, somebody making up something, or somebody making up with somebody, or making up, like a story. It could cause some type of discord among family and friends. But going back to, the beginning of the message, somebody receiving bad news, and, somebody, causing a big scene out here. Yeah, there goes March. So something definitely, could have taken place in March out here. Somebody, could have been waiting, for some type of news since March, or, waiting for some type of package or letter since March. Or somebody, they could be nervous, they're waiting to see if somebody's gonna, like receive this news or this letter. We got bouquet. So somebody definitely, could, like receive something. It could be a bouquet of flowers. But I feel like somebody just needs to, like trust their intuition. Because somebody, could have an admirer out here. Maybe somebody, has been watching somebody since March. But I feel like somebody just needs to, like trust their intuition, or use their intuition when it comes to, like this situation. And somebody definitely, is being told to, keep their ear to the ground. Because, there is some good news that's coming somebody's way. But with this bird perch, this is like, like somebody, nervous. They know somebody's going to receive, like some type of news, or they know somebody's going to receive some information. Going back to, yeah, there could be, like somebody or some people, yeah, they wanted somebody to receive bad news so that somebody, could, yeah, like cause a big scene. But somebody definitely is about to receive some good news. So, yeah, the bad news could be that, yeah, somebody's going to receive some good news. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they are they are highly thought of out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a ram. We talked about, yeah, the ram in the bush. Somebody, could have sacrificed the ram in the bush. But, yeah, this is giving me Taurus energy, Aries energy. But there is a stubborn, aggressive person out here. So maybe that's what people were saying. Like, somebody was crazy, but somebody, could just be stubborn. They could be a little bit aggressive. But it's something about, yeah, like, somebody, yeah, like, not learning a lesson out here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, the tiger. Somebody's shiny zodiac sign could be of a tiger. But yeah, this is the eye of the tiger. So something about, yeah, somebody's third eye. Somebody's psychic abilities. Mm-hmm. Somebody, could admire somebody, for, yeah, like, like doing something risky or taking some type of chance. But it goes back to, yeah, like somebody taking a leap of faith. But I feel like when it comes to, like somebody doing something risky or taking a chance, it has something to do with somebody's psychic abilities out here. So somebody, could, yeah, be using their psychic abilities, to, yeah, like help people, or warn people or whatever, they're using their psychic abilities for. And I feel like that, yeah, there is somebody, that, yeah, is could admire somebody for that out here. Mm-hmm. We got a dark woman, so you could be a dark woman. Y'all see this person has chopsticks that's holding their hair up. Somebody, could be Asian, or, like they could have Asian descent out here. Somebody, yeah, there's an ancestor that definitely, yeah, is highly thinking of somebody out here. But somebody, yeah, they could be dealing or having some type of relationship with a woman with dark complexion or like dark hair out here. Mm-hmm. We got a younger man. So there's a younger man involved. And then we got a star. So Aquarius energy. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that, yeah, they don't want somebody's, light to shine out here. And so they could have been doing, yeah, going back to, yeah, making stuff up, so that, yeah, like somebody's star won't shine. Somebody, could be a star out here, This is also giving me too, like star seed. So somebody, could be a star seed. Mm-hmm. But something about, yeah, like somebody's success. So somebody, yeah, they're like guaranteed success out here. So somebody, was, like nervous or worried about, like some type of successful outcome when it comes to their success and when it comes to their life. Yeah, somebody needs to know that, yeah, they have guaranteed success out here. I feel like that there is some ancestors that definitely, yeah, are going to, it's guaranteeing somebody, that, yeah, like as long as they trust the process, yeah, they're going to be successful out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got wind chimes. Somebody, could, like have wind chimes. If somebody has wind chimes, I definitely do feel like that, like, yeah, like their ancestors, could, yeah, like even when, there's no wind, like the wind chimes could move, that's somebody's ancestors letting them know that they're around. But yeah, peace and harmony. So, somebody, is guaranteed success. Somebody's, guaranteed to have peace. Somebody's guaranteed, to, yeah, have harmony out here. But something about, yeah, somebody learning a lesson. Mm-hmm. Yep. There goes that angel. So, yeah, ancestors, guardian angels. Yep. Somebody definitely, yeah, receives spiritual guidance out here. And somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they are being protected from harm out here. Somebody's name could be Angel. Wow. We got a third party sitch out here. Somebody could be 66 years old or born in 1966. So y'all see how it's two people, a man and a woman on each side and then a woman in the middle. Something about somebody trying to interfere with something out here. This could be, you know, like to interfere, you know, with, you know, like two people coming together, you know, to, yeah, like, create, you know, like some type of successful situation. This could be a successful business, you know. This could be a successful relationship. But angel number 66 is a message from your angels to put your faith and trust in the benevolence of the universe as your daily needs are continually met. The angels are assisting, guiding, and supporting you with manifesting your goals, desires, and wishes. Keep your thoughts positive when the angel number 66 appears. Angel number 66 also asks you to balance your physical and material and spiritual lives, focusing on your spirituality and living a consensuous and purposeful lifestyle will ensure that your material needs are met as you serve your divine life mission. Give any fears or anxieties about your monetary and material issues to the angels for healing and transmutation, and trust that as you live your spiritual truths, all your needs will be provided for. Be open to receiving and accepting help and assistance from your angels, the spirit realm, and other people in your life. Angel number 66 also suggests that all is well in regards to your home and family life. Enjoy your relationships and the companionship of those close to you, and give love freely and unconditionally. So maybe somebody, you know, with this nervous and this fool, maybe somebody, you know, yeah, they could be nervous or scared, you know, to, yeah, like, you know, like take some type of leap of faith. But I feel like it could be because, you know, of some stuff that, you know, could have happened in the past. Or that could be, you know, like some type of energy, you know, that people could be projecting, you know, like somebody's way. We got a boss at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, you know, could be their own boss out here, you know, or somebody, you know, could be nervous, you know, about, yeah, like taking a leap of faith, you know, to be their own boss. Or something about, yeah, like, you know, like somebody's job. The boss, you know, somebody's boss at their job. So, this boss card is the number 88. We did talk about, yeah, the number 88, I think, yesterday? When the angel number 808 came out. Yeah. The spiritual law of cause and effect. What you put out into the universe, you get back. So that could be what could be taking place. Yeah, this is giving me, you know, like what goes around comes around. So I don't know if somebody's boss is about to be exposed. Somebody, yeah, was stupid to believe, you know, that they, yeah, were like in control of something. It could be, yeah, somebody thought that they were in control of some type of love offer out here. Or there could be somebody, you know, that could be, yeah, trying to get in the way, you know, of some type of love offer. But somebody, going back to, yeah, somebody is being admired out here. I feel like somebody, you know, is just being told to, you know, like trust their intuition when it comes to, you know, this situation. Yeah, we got high honor. So somebody, you know, yeah, is considered high honor out here. This person looks like that they're in the military. So somebody, you know, could be in the military. But this high honor card is a number 25, which breaks down to a 7. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like a spiritual soldier out here. This is giving me, you know, like somebody being a prayer warrior. So something about, yeah, like somebody's prayers, you know, yeah, are heard. Somebody's, you know, prayers could be heard, you know, like, yeah, like, regardless, you know, like if, somebody's prayers are very powerful out here, for sure. We got voodoo at the bottom of the deck. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could be doing some type of voodoo. That could be why, you know, they could be nervous. But we got achievement. So there could be somebody, you know, that could be, you know, like, yeah, like trying to get in the way, you know, of like somebody achieving something. But this is a trophy. If y'all seeing, it says number 1 on the trophy. So something about, yeah, like somebody being the first to achieve, you know, some stuff. This could be the first, you know, the first person in their family to, you know, be in the military. This could be the first, somebody, you know, could be the first one in their family, you know, like to do something risky or to, you know, like take some type of chance, you know. Yeah, but I feel like whatever, you know, like somebody's doing, whatever somebody's the first to do, I feel like that, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's going to be successful. But there is somebody that, yeah, they want the trophy. You know, they want to be the first one to do something. This is like, you know, like somebody, you know, wanting to be the first one, you know, to, yeah, like they feel like that somebody needs to be humbled. So, yeah, I'm the one that's going to do it. I'm the one that's going to do it. We got love spell that came out. Somebody definitely, yeah, thought that somebody was going to fall for something. Or there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, they thought that they could outsmart somebody. Yeah, whatever they were doing, voodoo, love spell, whatever they were doing, yeah, they were doing it on, you know, like somebody, you know, of high honor out here. Then we got message. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, about to receive some type of message out here. But this high honor with this message, this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they're on a mission, you know, like from the Most High God to spread the word, you know. Somebody, you know, could be a prophet out here. Somebody, you know, could be learning some type of lesson about, yeah, like spreading some type of word or spreading some type of gossip. It says, if you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. So whatever somebody's asking for, yeah, so that could be what's about to be revealed. This is like, yeah, like whatever somebody's asking for, you know, yeah, like the Most High God, you know, like could show somebody like, look, this is what you asking for. You sure? You know? So maybe, yeah, something's being held back from somebody, you know, yeah, because, you know, yeah, what they're asking for, it could be, yeah, it's not, you know, yeah, what the divine has for somebody. The divine has, yeah, something bigger and better. It's something filled with divine magic out here. Wow. We got a snake, so somebody's shiny zodiac sign could be of a snake. We got an admirer, so yeah, Somebody has an admirer out here. I don't know. There could be somebody, you know, that admires the fact that somebody, you know, is like philosophical, you know, very organized, intelligent, intuitive, very elegant, very attentive, you know. Somebody, you know, could be mysterious, you know. Yeah, somebody, you know, is decisive out here. A lot of good traits. We got a feminine energy, so you could be a feminine energy, or there's a feminine energy that, you know, could be admiring somebody. We got an Aquarius, so you could be an Aquarius and have Aquarius in your chart. We got a rooster, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rooster. We got a false flame, so be aware, because there is a false flame that's in the mist. So somebody, you know, could have made up with a false flame. Or maybe, you know, somebody admires somebody for not making up with somebody. So it could be, yeah, like, it could be a person. But I'm also picking up, too, that, yeah, like, somebody's, you know, like, spiritual team, you know, could be, yeah, like, you know, like, very, 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 you know, like, proud of somebody. Maybe somebody, you know, yeah, they learned a lesson already, you know. But it took, you know, for them, you know, to, yeah, have to, you know, like, really see in order, you know, for, yeah, like, them to learn some type of lesson. So maybe that's why somebody's in this nervous energy, you know, about, you know, yeah, like, taking a leap of faith or moving forward on something, you know. It's not the fact that somebody, you know, is scared, you know. I feel like that, yeah, like, somebody, you know, yeah, like, they're nervous that they're gonna like repeat, you know, like, yeah, like a lesson, or, you know, like, that they're gonna repeat a cycle. But I feel like that somebody, you know, yeah, just needs to know that their spiritual team, you know, yeah, is there to assist them, you know. Their spiritual team is there, you know, to, yeah, support them. We got a Taurus, so yeah. We got a friend, acquaintance, or a co-worker. So there could be a friend, you know, that could admire somebody, or an acquaintance of, you know, somebody's, or a co-worker. Wow. Going back to, yeah, that love offer. Somebody, you know, could be trying to come in as some type of partner or companion to somebody. You got an ox, so somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of an ox. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. We got a new connection, so yeah, and then we got long term. So if somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, could meet somebody new, you know, and yeah, it could turn into some type of long term situation. This could be, you know, like, somebody that could be at a distance. So somebody, you know, could meet somebody traveling, or, you know, like, somebody could meet somebody online. But I'm also going back to, yeah, the card that we just read. So, like, you know, whatever somebody, you know, yeah, like, they've been asking for, I feel like that it could be being showed to somebody. So, like, if somebody, you know, has met somebody new, you know, and, yeah, like, they feel like, you know, that, yeah, like, this is it, you know, maybe there are some signs, you know, that, yeah, like, has been being shown to somebody to let somebody know that, yeah, like, this ain't it. What the divine has for you comes with divine magic. This ain't it. That's for somebody, not everybody. We got a Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. We have officially, yeah, started Virgo season. So happy birthday, Virgos. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm a day too early. But anyways, happy birthday, Virgos. We got an Aries. So there's an Aries involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be coming in with some type of advice or some type of guidance out here. We got a Leo. So yeah, heavy Leo out here. We got a soulmate. So we got a false flame and we got a soulmate. We got a Pisces. We got a goat. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a goat. And we got a Libra. There could be somebody, you know, that could be daydreaming about a new life out here. This could be daydreaming about a new life with somebody. We got a Leo, Virgo, Cusper. We got Master of Justification. So be aware of, a Master of Justification out here. So somebody, you know, could be, be about to try to, you know, like justify something out here. Justify why they did whatever they did, you know. Why they said whatever they said. But whoever, you know, we picked up on that's waiting, they could be mad. They could be tired of waiting for something. This could have something to do, you know, with, maybe somebody, you know, was tired of waiting. They want to make up with somebody. But this is also giving me, too, you know, like somebody mad, tired of waiting, you know, for, like something to happen. This could be, mad, tired of waiting, you know, for something to happen to somebody. So going back to, the voodoo, you know, the love spell, or, somebody's mad, they're tired of waiting, you know, they could have done some type of, you know, they could have done a lot, you know, to try to, make something go their way. And, like it's not going their way. Whoever this is, they're racking up karma out here. Wow. Somebody's racking up karma. Somebody, you know, they thought that they could outsmart somebody, or they thought that somebody, you know, was like, like stupid. They thought that, somebody, you know, would go along with their plan out here. So whoever this is, they're going to try to justify why they did whatever they did. So be aware. Whoever this is, they know that somebody is serious about life. So whoever this is, I feel like that, like they're not serious about life. This is somebody, you know, that, like they play with life. Play with other people's lives, you know. This is somebody, you know, that lacks introspection out here. The Divine Counterpart removed card fell out. I put it back. So somebody possibly doesn't even know that there's a Divine Counterpart that has been removed. Or whoever this is, like they're in denial. Because whoever this is, that they're like sitting on a throne. But this is somebody that, they could have already been removed. So, we got a Cancer. So you could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart, or there's a Cancer involved. There is somebody that definitely, thought that somebody would go along with their plan out here. Or some people. And now, whoever this is, they're arguing over some lies that they told. So somebody, you know, thought that, you know, like somebody, you know, was going to go along, you know, like with some type of lies that they told out here. We got a Divine Masculine. There's some people, you know, that could be arguing over lies that they told a Divine Masculine. Yep. But there could be somebody or some people that could be nervous because, like they know, you know who they are now. So, like, you could be a Divine Masculine or a Divine Feminine. There's somebody or some people that know, you know who they are now. that definitely, yeah, not only told lies, but they also, yeah, spread false nasty allegations about somebody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be fishing for information out here. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be fishing for information about somebody, and yeah, like they can't find any information, so it's making, like somebody nervous because they can't find any information. We got a fake leader, so there's a fake leader involved. But yeah, like whoever this is, yeah, like sitting on the throne, like acting like, that, yeah, like they have power, or acting like, yeah, they're a boss or whatever. I don't know. Maybe somebody thought that somebody was going to go along with the plan, like, yeah, like going along with, like somebody's fake ass life. And so maybe somebody didn't, and so yeah, they spread lies. They said, spread false nasty allegations about somebody. But there's a fake leader out here that definitely, yeah, could be sentenced to jail or prison out here. Or there were people, that spread false nasty allegations to get somebody to be sentenced to jail or prison. There could be people that could be fishing for information, to like prove that somebody's a threat out here. So it goes back to, yeah, like, like somebody receiving the bad news and then causing a big scene. So there could have been people, that, yeah, they could have been trying to, like get somebody to receive some bad news or whatever they were trying to do, when it comes to their voodoo or whatever they were trying to do. It was to, like get somebody, to, yeah, like act irrational, act out of character, cause a big scene. Yeah, to, basically, yeah, for their plan to work, if that makes any sense. And I feel like, we know that their plan failed because they thought that somebody would go along with their plan. But yeah, I feel like that there's somebody or some people that are being exposed because, yeah, there's some arguing over some lies that, was told. Yep, there's a karmic cycle that definitely, yeah, is ending out here. So somebody possibly doesn't even know that, yeah, like some type of karmic cycle, is ending. We got a Pisces. So there's a karmic cycle that's ending for a Pisces, or, with the Pisces. Whoever this fake leader is, they could be a Pisces, or yeah, this Pisces, they could be arguing over lies that they, like told. This could be somebody, the person that thought that somebody, would go along, like with, yeah, like some type of plan. Somebody definitely is about to learn a lesson out here for sure. We gotta expect the phone call. So somebody definitely, yeah, could receive, like a phone call out here. Yep, we got protect your property. So something about, yeah, somebody, needing to protect their property. Going back to, yeah, when I picked up that somebody, could be trying to mess with somebody's car, Yeah. There's definitely, yeah, some people that, yeah, are jealous because somebody is loved out here. But yeah, what you put out into the universe, you get back. So somebody, is putting out love into the universe, yeah, they're receiving love back. But somebody definitely is about to find out that, yeah, somebody is not one of them. somebody's different, you know. So yeah, whatever, you know, like picture, you know, that somebody or some people, you know, like painted for somebody to be, yeah, that's the total opposite of who somebody is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Somebody, there could be somebody or some people that, yeah, they're jealous because somebody's loved. So yeah, they spread some type of false, nasty allegations out here. You got Aquarius, so you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart, or there's Aquarius involved. Mm-hmm. Yep, we got toxic family, so somebody's toxic family is involved. Somebody's toxic family, you know, could have thought that somebody, you know, would go along with some type of plan, or, you know, there's some arguing over some lies, you know, that somebody, you know, like told. It could be to their toxic family. Somebody's toxic family, you know, could be fishing for information about somebody. Now they're nervous because they don't, yeah. Because one, they can't find out any information, but two, I feel like yeah, it's kind of like them, you know, like fishing for information, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, like, yeah, like stuff could be starting to happen in their, you know, like around them, you know, because of, yeah, like them fishing for information. But whatever, you know, yes, whatever bad news somebody's about to receive, yeah, it's their bad news, not yours. We got a Capricorn at the bottom of the deck, so there's a Capricorn involved. But yep, somebody definitely, yeah, they've learned a lesson out here. It could also have to do, you know, with like a karmic relationship. So maybe that's what somebody's nervous about, you know. It could also have to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody already learning a lesson about somebody's some type of karmic relationship, and then yeah, like, you know, like somebody, you know, could feel like, you know, that yeah, like somebody's trying to put them in a karmic relationship. So I mean, it makes sense, you know. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to, you know, like repeat a cycle. Somebody doesn't want, you know, yeah, like to, you know, like have to relearn a lesson that they've already learned out here. We got a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. So there's a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper involved. Yeah, somebody has unchecked emotions out here. Yep. And whoever this is, or thought that somebody would go along with their plan. Yeah, somebody lives by their morals and values out here. So there were people, you know, that, yeah, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, they wanted somebody to go against their morals and values. Yeah. Whoever this pathological liar is that lies about anything big or small. Now there's some arguing going on over the lies that, yeah, they told. You could be seeing the angel number 1244. Yep, somebody's being told, yeah, to stay balanced, grounded, and focused out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, has learned a lesson. So I feel like that, yeah, like somebody, you know, just doesn't need to, you know, like, yeah, like be nervous out here. But there is somebody that definitely, yeah, is about to learn a lesson. We got a Virgo, Libra, Cusper. So there's a Virgo, Libra, Cusper involved. Yep. People definitely, yeah, could have been fishing for information. This could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody's protection, you know, or how, yeah, you know, like somebody protects themselves. You could be seeing the angel number 444. Wow. There could be people that could be fishing for some type of information. So they could be trying to figure out how somebody knows something out here. Yeah, but with this protection card coming out, this is like, yeah, like this is like protected information. This is like classified information. This is like, you know, information, you know, that somebody receives you know, yeah, from like their spiritual team, yeah, it's only for them to receive, you know. And so yeah, when they receive it, you know, yeah, if it has something to do with other people, then yeah, they're either given permission, you know, to give it to the other people, or yeah, they're told, you know, like to keep it to themselves. So but whoever these people are, they think that they know everything out here. So somebody definitely needs to know that yeah, they're about to be showered with blessings out here. They thought that somebody would go along with their plan. They thought that this would work. They thought that that would work. They thought that lying would work. They thought, but nobody paid these people to think. I feel like that they thought everything would work in order, you know, like to stop, you know, in order, you know, to like stop, you know, like what's coming that's bigger and better, you know, what, you know, is filled with the divine magic. So somebody's being stopped from receiving something out here simply because yeah, it's not from the Most High God. Somebody definitely could have illegally misused some information out here. So whatever information that they were fishing for, you know, it could have been, you know, like somebody's, you know, like, you know, like personal information, and they could have illegally, you know, like used it or illegally misused it. So something definitely, yeah, could take place within the next 7 to 10 days out here. Somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like to cleanse their environment. In the next 7 to 10 days, cleanse your environment. Yep, somebody's being told, yeah, to protect their energy out here. Yep, because playtime is over. So whoever these people are, you know, yeah, they're about to find out that, yeah, playtime is over. Because they definitely, yeah, could have been, you know, like attacking an innocent person. Playtime is over, you know, so yeah, like people, you know, yeah, going back to fishing for information. Yeah, somebody's innocent. There's people that definitely, yeah, can't stop, you know, like investigating somebody out here. Yeah, Cancer, Leo, Cusper, Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. It's a lot of people that could be involved out here. It's a lot of people that can't stop investigating somebody, but it's based off of, yeah, like some type of false, nasty allegations or some type of lies that somebody told. So, yeah, playtime is over. And whoever, you know, yeah, likes to play the victim, their show is over. So, whoever this is that's nervous, yeah, they're nervous because they know that karma is upon them out here. Whoever this is, yeah, like they're nervous because yeah, they were expecting, you know, like some type of different results out here. So whatever they were doing, yeah, they were expecting different results. They were expecting, you know, like somebody, you know, to yeah, go along with their plan. They were expecting somebody, you know, to be looked at as a guilty person. But playtime is over, yeah, when it comes to, yeah, like whoever this is trying to you know, like gaslight somebody to create self-doubt out here. Whoever this nervous person is, yeah, they could be nervous because yeah, they can't stop investigating somebody. So yeah, every time, you know, they do some type of spell or whatever they do, yeah, it backfires. There's a money spell that backfired, a love spell backfired, health spell that backfired. These could be, you know, like, because I feel like it's just people in general. They could be jealous of somebody because somebody's loved, because somebody, you know, is beautiful, because, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, they have all the, you know, like the good traits, you know, to, yeah, like being, you know, like a good person. But we got transmission of a disease, so that could be a false, nasty allegation that somebody spread out here. Or the fact of the matter is, yeah, like somebody, you know, spread some type of false, nasty allegations against somebody, and yeah, like their truth, you know, could be coming out. So there could be some type of heated discussion that could lead to a family feud out here, because there definitely is somebody or some people that, yeah, they thought that they wouldn't get caught. Whoever this nervous energy is, especially. So somebody, you know, could have gaslit somebody to create doubt. They could have tried to use some type of emotional blackmail, you know, to try to, you know, like control somebody. This could be through fear. This could be through guilt, or this could be, you know, like obligation. Yeah, trying to, so whatever the false and nasty allegations, you know, that somebody spread, or the lies that somebody told, yeah, was to make somebody feel guilty, or was to make somebody get upset out here. And I feel like that, yeah, that's what some people wanted somebody to do. They wanted to receive, they wanted somebody to, you know, hear the false and nasty allegations. Or they wanted, you know, like, yeah, the information to get back to somebody. And yeah, they keep watching somebody, or they keep investigating somebody to see if somebody, you know, has heard what they said. Who cares what they said? He said, she said, but what does God say? Yeah, boomerang. Because somebody is not entertained, or they're not entertaining, yeah, the foolishness. Yeah, the blessed don't beef with the miserable. Somebody else working on themselves, by themselves, for themselves. And whoever this is, yeah, they definitely, yeah, could find out that they entered into, yeah, unfamiliar territory. So they don't know who the freak they messing with. So somebody, you know, could receive some information about some type of stolen property out here. And somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to cause somebody, you know, like some type of bad accident out here. But I feel like that there could be somebody that definitely, yeah, could be about to get into some type of bad accident. So, because this boomerang effect has taken place, there could be somebody, you know, that could be too embarrassed to show their face out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get locked up. So somebody possibly, yeah, could need bail money out here. But this is kind of like, yeah, how you going to ask somebody for bail money when you spread false, nasty allegations about somebody? And maybe that's what somebody's learning, yeah, a part of somebody's lesson. So whoever they spread false, nasty allegations about, or told lies on, yeah, could be the person that showed unconditional love. The person, you know, that, yeah, was there to assist them, you know, the shoulder to cry on. But we got news travels fast. So there could be some news that definitely, yeah, could be traveling fast. This could be the news, you know, yeah, that there's arguing over lies that were told, arguing over the false, nasty allegations. But yeah, we got incredible intuition. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they have incredible intuition. News could be traveling fast that somebody has incredible intuition. Yeah, somebody needs to know that, yeah, the last laugh belongs to you. So whoever, you know, can't stop investigating somebody, yeah, they're about to find out that the last laugh belongs to whoever, you know, this message is resonating with. But whatever this person or these people have done, they've done this to many people. So with the boomerang and done this to many people, yeah, what goes around comes around. So somebody, you know, is, yeah, receiving back, you know, what they've given out. Whoever this is, they could have ignored some type of advice out here, but it goes back to, you know, yeah, like the beginning of the message. Whoever this is, they could have ignored some type of advice from somebody, you know, that, yeah, their third eye chakra is open. But going back to the beginning, like somebody trying to block somebody's intuition, or somebody trying to block somebody's third eye, yeah, maybe, you know, they were told, you know, to, yeah, like leave somebody alone. Yeah, they couldn't stop investigating somebody. They kept trying to block somebody's intuition, or trying to block somebody's third eye. Yep, but somebody continues to have unwavering self-beliefs out here. And somebody needs to continue to have unwavering self-beliefs out here. Somebody, you know, could have ignored some type of, you know, like some type of advice, or some type of, you know, like, so somebody, you know, could have told somebody, like, you better stop or you're going to get caught. Yeah, they ignored it, you know. And so, yeah, whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, thought that they weren't going to get caught out here. So somebody's being told to pay attention to their dreams at this time. So somebody's dreams, you know, could be trying to show them something. But whoever this is, they definitely are about to find out that playtime is over, because the justice system could be involved. And yeah, with the justice system being involved, yeah, people, you know, yeah, they could be arguing over some type of lies that were told, because yeah, somebody's an innocent person. So whatever the lies that were told, or whatever false nasty allegations that were spread about somebody, yeah, somebody's a innocent person out here. But I'm also picking up too that because people, you know, could possibly be realizing that playtime is over, whatever they have done, you know, as far as, you know, like illegally misusing some information and whatever else that they were doing, they could be scared, they could be nervous, you know, that like that somebody, you know, is going to get the justice system involved. So I feel like going back to the master of justification, be aware of whoever that master of justification is, because they could be trying to, you know, like justify something, or justify why somebody shouldn't get the justice system involved, or whatever have you. But yep, whoever this is, yeah, they entered into unfamiliar territory out here. They didn't know, yeah, who somebody, you know, who they thought that they was playing with. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, their prayers have been answered out here. And whoever this is, you know, they entered into unfamiliar territory, yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck. So something, you know, like something is going back, or yeah, like what goes around comes around. So whoever this is, they could be too embarrassed to show their face. They could have, you know, yeah, launched some type of smear campaign on somebody, you know, and yeah, like it's happening to them. But whoever this is, yeah, they thought that, you know, like somebody, you know, was gullible and naive. They thought that they could use, yeah, like control, or, you know, they could use like fear or some type of guilt or some type of obligation to make somebody feel, you know, like some type of way. So going back to, yeah, they thought that, you know, like somebody would go along with some type of plan because they thought that somebody was gullible and naive. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive, you know, like some information about some stolen property out here. The stolen property, you know, could have something to do, you know, with, you know, like, you know, like somebody's personal information, or, you know, it could be, you know, like some documents and paperwork. But yeah, these people thought that, yeah, somebody was gullible and naive out here. These people, yeah, they engaged in cruel intentions, and yeah, whoever this is too embarrassed to show their face. Yeah, their back is against the wall. Yep. They entered into unfamiliar territory when they decided to gossip. So news is traveling fast, and so yeah, with this gossip coming out, this is like, yeah, like a lot of people, you know, could be, you know, like talking about this, or yeah, going back to, yeah, people arguing over, you know, like some type of lies, you know, that were told. Yeah, so be aware, because yeah, going back to, you know, like somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like receive a phone call. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, like reach out to somebody, you know, yeah, like to try to apologize. But whoever this is, yeah, they're only sorry that they got caught. Yep. But I feel like it could be multiple people involved, because there's somebody, you know, that could be too embarrassed to show their face, and they could be avoiding somebody. Or this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like thinking, you know, that they can, you know, continue to avoid this situation. Yeah, playtime is over. So something definitely, yeah, could take place within the next 7 to 10 days out here. We got letting go of control. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they could want to, you know, like let go of control now, you know. But I feel like that whoever this is, yeah, it's because, yeah, they realize that playtime is over. They realize that they've been caught. Yeah, they realize that, yeah, like their back is against the wall. With within the next 7 to 10 days, somebody, it could be somebody's sentencing day out here. This could be spiritual sentencing day, or this could be physical sentencing day. But with the justice system involved, yeah, spiritual justice system, physical justice system, or both. Yeah, but we have a new cycle beginning. So within the next 7 to 10 days, there could be some type of new cycle, that could be beginning for somebody. What else, Holy Spirit? We got organized crime. So somebody, could be involved in some type of organized crime out here. That's another reason why the justice system could be involved. So this could have something to do with money laundering, committing some type of cyber crimes. This could have something to do with like asset misappropriation. It could have something to do with counterfeit or contraband, or like human trafficking. So there were people, that were trying to get an innocent person to be, charged, with like some type of organized crime as well. So somebody definitely needs to know that, those that came against you are under judgment out here. There could be a group of women involved. So there could be a group of women that could be gossiping, or, something about a group of women. So there could be a group of women, that could possibly, be wanting to apologize, but they, are only sorry that they got caught. But something about, a divine masculine. So you could be a divine masculine, or this is about your divine masculine. But there's a whole group of women that's involved. Somebody, could find out that there's a fraudulent bank account in their name. There definitely, could be a group of women, that could have put a fraudulent bank account in somebody's name. There could be a group of women that definitely, could have used somebody's name to get money fraudulently out here. We got being catfished. So somebody, could find out that they're being catfished by somebody. Or there could be a group of women, that could find out that they're being catfished by somebody. Ooh. We got a Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn and have Capricorn in your chart, or there's a Capricorn involved. We got Pisces season. So something, could have taken place during Pisces season out here. Somebody... Wow, we got contagious disease. So somebody with this transmission of a disease and contagious disease, I feel like somebody definitely has some type of disease out here. But like jealousy is a disease, so that could be what some people like are transmitting the disease of jealousy. But with this contagious disease out here, somebody could have something that like they can't get rid of out here. Somebody could find out that like somebody has something that they can't get rid of. This is also giving me too like some people like blaming an innocent person for something. We have September, so something could take place by September. I mean, technically within the next 7 to 10 days we will be in September. We got a sister, so there's a sister involved. Somebody's sister, could have gaslit somebody to create, like self-doubt. Or somebody's sister, could try to use some type of emotional blackmail. Somebody's sister definitely is involved. Somebody's sister could be avoiding somebody. Playtime is over for, somebody's sister out here. We got the life path number 5. So somebody's life path could be the number 5. It's all about change. We got warning. So somebody ignored some advice out here, and it definitely could have something to do with like a warning. So somebody could have given somebody or some people advice. They could have warned somebody or some people. They just didn't listen. Wow. But There's somebody or some people that, yeah, illegally misuse some information. And I feel like somebody, you know, could be about to find out. So, yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, their bad behavior, it brings bad results. So, somebody could definitely, yeah, could find out that their sister, you know, had something to do, you know, with whatever this is. Somebody, you know, could find out that their sister is not on their side. Their sister is a traitor. Or somebody, you know, could have warned somebody, you know, about, yeah, people in their toxic family. Because remember, yeah, the toxic family card came out. But going back to, yeah, master of justification. So somebody's sister could be involved and they can be like, well, I'm your sister. You know, why would you get the justice system involved? Oh, no, you did some illegal stuff, honey. You didn't care, you know, yeah, if yeah, whoever this is, they didn't care if somebody, you know, got in trouble. I feel like that, yeah, like, I don't know if they were trying to, yeah, like, get the heat off of them, you know, but whatever they were doing, they were warned. They ignored some type of advice. Whoever this is, they're ashamed about their life. They're sad, they're lost, and they're delusional out here. Somebody's sister, you know, could need bail money. Yep, but somebody's being told to continue to be in this growth mindset. So somebody's in this growth mindset, and yeah, there's somebody that's ashamed about their life. They're sad, they're lost, and delusional. So somebody could be nervous because, yeah, their hidden agenda is no longer hidden out here. Yep, we got vandalism of property. So protect your property. Somebody, you know, could try to vandalize somebody's property. Or somebody, yeah, they could have vandalized somebody's property and, yeah, they could have gotten caught. But whoever these people are, yeah, they forced God's hand. Somebody, whoever's involved, yeah, they got bird brains out here, yeah. So you play stupid games and win stupid prizes. So we got to expect the unexpected. So somebody, you know, is being told to expect the unexpected out here. We got a greedy karmic family. So yeah, there's a greedy karmic family that's involved. Yep. So while people, you know, are spreading jealousy, you know, like a disease, yeah, like a contagion, yeah, like somebody's spreading happiness like a contagion out here. And so yeah, there definitely, yeah, is somebody or some people that, yeah, are reaping what they have sown. There's some people, you know, that, yeah, are about to watch, you know, whoever this is that's in this growth mindset reap what, you know, they have sown out here. But we got jail or prison. So yeah, something about jail or prison. So somebody's greedy karmic family, you know, could be facing, you know, like jail or prison. Or yeah, there are some people, you know, they wanted an innocent person, yeah, to get locked up. While the innocent person is about to go through, yeah, a spiritual renewal out here. Yep, so there's a spiritual shakeup that's taking place. You could be seeing the angel number 711. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they're being assisted on their journey. But going back to, yeah, the master of justification. So somebody, you know, could justify why they did this. Addictions made me do it. Oh, well, it don't matter what made them do it. Yeah, they're reaping what they have sown. We got, yeah, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So heavy Leo, heavy Aries, heavy Sagittarius. Yep. Whoever these people are, they created their own fate by their own actions. And yeah, they've been caught dirty-handed. We got 2010. So something, you know, could have happened in 2010. Whatever, you know, could have taken place in 2010. You know, yeah, there's some people that could be reaping what they have sown, you know, all the way back from 2010. Wow, so yeah, somebody, you know, could receive a call, or somebody, you know, could receive a letter in the mail out here. Yep, and somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, their energy is very, very strong. So this further lets me know, yeah, people that can't stop investigating, all up in somebody's very strong energy. People fishing for information, yeah, all up in somebody's very strong energy. So somebody, you know, is being told to pay attention to any offers that are coming in. And this is for somebody's protection out here. So somebody, you know, could receive some type of letter in the mail. And it could have something to do, you know, with like some type of offer. So yeah, just trust your intuition. But we got financial settlement. So whatever, you know, like took place, you know, in the past, you know, yeah, somebody, you know, could, yeah, like reap, you know, yeah, like what they had sown. So somebody, you know, they didn't get revenge, you know, they didn't, you know, yeah, they just allowed, you know, like their spiritual team, you know, to, yeah, handle something, you know. And so somebody, you know, could receive a letter in the mail and it has something to do, you know, with a financial settlement out here. Somebody, yeah, could somebody, you know, could, yeah, like get you know, like could get, you know, like an attorney or something, you know, like to send somebody a letter in the mail. Because yeah, whoever these people are, they're trying to make the karma stop. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Yeah, we got mental health deteriorating. So somebody's mental health could be deteriorating when it comes, you know, to, yeah, like this situation. I don't know, somebody's energy, you know, because it's so strong, yeah, like there's people, you know, that, yeah, like they can't take somebody's energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody's transforming challenges into strength out here. And so, yeah, somebody, you know, appreciates the small victories. And so somebody definitely, yeah, needs to get ready for a big one. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher. And everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon.